Hey guys, welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast, your daily guide for inner child healing. This podcast helps you establish a consistent reparenting routine, and it's divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading, the second is a discussion of that reading, followed by suggested journal prompts, and the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. I'm so glad that you could join us here on this journey of self-expansion and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. Now, before we dive in, I'd like to again remind us of the congratulations of passing the 500 episode marker. And as a celebration of that, I've opened up the Patreon community for free membership so that people can join our Zoom calls for free. There are a lot of people struggling out there. There's a lot going on. So I thought this could be a way to provide some help and, to give some thanks for all the support that I've received so far. You can also choose if you'd like to be a paid Patreon member, and that will help me to subsidize some of the costs and expenses that I have for this project. I'm still running this out of my own pocket, so it's about $2,000 to $5,000 a year that it costs me to produce this actually. So I'm not really making money from this. It's something that I'm doing for myself and hopefully to be able to help others. And so I'm coming from a genuine place here. The second thing that I'd like to remind you is that you can also find the Reparenting Daily Journal. You can purchase that on Amazon. It's another way to support the podcast. It's under $20. And it basically allows you to follow along with all of the monthly and weekly themes. It gives you space to keep your notes. And yeah, if you join the team or the Zoom calls, it might be a great way for us to all stay aligned and be working together. The last thing I'd like to give you a head up on is the Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily series. As I mentioned earlier, I've had some editing issues with that because in the springtime, the end of spring, I did some reworking to structure those into certain themes. So like the beginning, middle, and end of the hero's journey. And in the midst of reorganizing and restructuring the stories and also upgrading the artwork, some of the text is a bit mixed and jumbled all over the place. Sorry about that. When I was in the editing phase for the first time, they did not send the proofread copies to the Netherlands, and so I had to work, around and trying to find a way to get the copy to edit, and it's just been a mess. So basically, that's going to take a little bit longer. I'm going to aim to have that done by the end of the year, but I have burned my eyes, so I am very limited. Excuse me, with what I can do and time I spent on the computer. And so I would have had that done much earlier. I would have liked to have that already done, but here we are. And so in any case, once that's available, again, I'll give you a heads up, but please do hold off on purchasing the Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily for now. Or Fairy Tales for Reparenting series, not the Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily. That's it today. So without further ado, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is from mind.org.uk. It's a great support website, and they have many different things about mental health, many different resources as well. And there are plenty of hyperlinks in this article, so you can check out the link in the show notes if you want to dive deeper. Also, congratulations for us reaching October, and the theme for this month is developing resilience and overcoming challenges. We're in week 1, October 1st to the 7th, and the theme is understanding resilience. Now, this is a big marker, guys, because we're 75% through with the year, only 3 months, October, November, December, and then we'll be done with the first full year of Reparenting Daily. As in terms of our alignment with the journal. And so I'm still thinking about what I will do for the coming year, but if you have any ideas or suggestions or things that you'd like to see for the coming year, please feel free to reach out, because I'd love to take some more ideas and to see what can be even more helpful for you guys. So without further ado, here's the reading. Managing stress and building resilience. There are some things you can do to help manage your stress and cope when you're under pressure. Some of us may refer to the ability to manage stress as our resilience, but there are many things that might make it harder to be resilient. These include experiencing discrimination or a lack of support. My advice would be, if you're feeling stressed, to be kind to yourself. Everything starts with you. Tips for managing stress. Trying these ideas won't make all the stress in your daily life disappear, but they could make it easier to get through daily stressful situations. Number 1 is identify your triggers. Working out what triggers stress for you can help you anticipate problems. And you can think of ways to solve each of them. If you can't avoid these situations, being prepared can also help. Take some time to reflect on events and feelings that could be contributing to your stress. You could do this on your own or with someone you trust. You could consider issues that come up regularly that you worry about, such as paying a bill or attending an appointment. One-off events that you have on your mind a lot, like moving houses or taking exams. Ongoing stressful events, like being a carer or having problems at work. Or something that you're worried about happening again, such as going back to a place where you had a bad experience. You might be surprised to find out just how much you're coping with at once. Remember that not having enough work activities or change in your life can be just as stressful a situation as having too much to deal with. The next suggestion is to organize your time. Adjusting the way you organize time can help you feel more in control of any tasks you're facing and are more able to handle the pressure. Number 1, identify the best time of day for you. Do the important tasks that need the most energy and concentration at that time. Number 2, make a list of things you have to do. Arrange them in order from importance and try to focus on the most urgent ones first. Next is set smaller, achievable targets. When we feel stressed, it's easy to set ourselves large, unrealistic goals. This might be to try to overcome the situation that's making us feel stressed, but often this can make us feel more stressed and frustrated. Next is vary your activities, balancing interesting tasks with more mundane ones, and add balance to stressful tasks with ones you find easier or can do more commonly. Next is try not to do too much at once. If you take on too much, you might find it harder to do well on any individual task. Next is take small breaks and take things slowly. It might be difficult to do this when you're stressed, but it could help you deal with things and go through stressful situations more easily. And last is ask if someone can help. For example, you could ask a friend or family member to help with some of your daily tasks. That will give you more time to spend completing your tasks that are causing you to feel stressed. I take my lunch and I get out of the office and I feel I have the right to do this because it makes me more productive. Try to address some of the causes of your stress. There will probably be many things in your life that you can't do anything about, but there might be some things that you can do to improve or even resolve some of the issues causing you stress. The one tip is to accept that things might not be able to change as quickly as you expect. It's not easy to try to accept, but there are things that are happening to you that you probably can't do anything about. The next is look after your well-being. Taking care of your well-being can help you feel more able to manage stress. Different things will work for different people, but here are some ideas. Number 1, be kind to yourself. Next, to find time to relax. Next is developing your personal interests and hobbies. 4th is spending time in nature. And 5 is looking after your physical health. The next suggestion is to build a support network. Research shows that having a good support network can help you build resilience and make stress easier to manage. Friends and family. Sometimes telling people close to how you feel can make a big difference. Number 2 is support at work. For example, this might be from your manager, human resources department, union representative, or employee assistance schema. Your well-being is important, and responsible employers should take it seriously. 3rd is support at university or college. For example, this could be from tutors, student unions, or student services. See our page on student life and mental health for more tips there. And next is peer support. If you're having a hard time, if you're finding things hard, talking to people who have faced similar experiences and situations can help. This could be face-to-face at a peer support group or online community like Minds Side by Side. And the next is to take action in your community. Sometimes our stress might be caused or made worse by problems in our community, for example, a lack of access to services. Taking action against these problems can help how we feel in ourselves, as well as supporting others. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. There are a few more sections, so feel free to check out the article in the show notes. This reading introduces resilience as the ability to manage stress and cope under pressure. It highlights that resilience isn't simply an innate trait, it can be strengthened through practical strategies, while also acknowledging that external barriers such as discrimination, poor housing, or lack of support can make it harder to develop. Importantly, resilience is deeply personal, shaped by our unique experiences. Key strategies for managing stress include identifying triggers, organizing time with realistic and smaller goals, balancing activities, and asking for help when needed. It also emphasizes self care, resting, practicing hobbies, spending time in nature, and looking after physical health. Resilience is also supported by building strong networks of friends, family, peers, and professional support systems, and also by taking part in a community or collective action, which can provide both meaning and solidarity. The text also stresses compassion, being kind to yourself, accepting what you cannot change, and recognizing that barriers to resilience are not your fault. Resilience grows not from pushing through endlessly, but from balancing stress, rest, connection, and realistic expectations. As we go into the journal prompts today, number one, when I reflect on my current stressors, which ones are within my control and which ones do I need to accept as beyond my control? Number two, what practical strategies, such as time organization, self care, or building support, can I begin applying this week to strengthen my resilience? And number three, how can I show myself more compassion in moments where resilience feels difficult or when barriers make coping harder? That's it for today. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself, and please do be well. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please go ahead and find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment, no matter what time you are listening and practicing this meditation. Namaste.